The year was 1976. The Meters were funking it up. Ford was in office. Peter Frampton and Stevie Wonder were dominating the charts, and Richard Pryor was reinventing comedy. It was also the first year of the Lacombe Crab Festival. It was held here at John Davis Park for almost 40 years. In 2013, the fest was handed over to these guys, Chris and DJ. They realized the fest needed more space and moved it to Slidell in 2015. Their new home is Heritage Park, and it's perfect. A full-size stage and a great layout to accommodate vendors and attractions. We asked some people with roots in Lacombe what they thought of the move. 2015 and 2016 turned out to be great years, and the new era of the Crab Fest had truly begun.
Lacombe is the birthplace of the Crab Festival, and you gotta give Lacombe that respect. They are the reason why we have a Crab Festival in this whole entire North Shore area. When we took over the Crab Festival, we had ideas to make it bigger than what the park in Lacombe could actually host. So as the crowd started getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, it was less likely that we was going to be able to implement some of these new ideas.
It's bigger than just us. It's bigger than just Lacombe. It's St. Tammany Parish. It's this whole area, that this originated in, and we're keeping it in this area. Heritage Park just happened to be the place that we felt that it would fit the best, given the bayou and the area and the surroundings and dealing with the public officials and everything that kind of goes along with that.
2017 was poised to be another great year. From the weather, the food, the attractions, and the merchants to the music lineup, this was to be the biggest, baddest version of the Crab Fest to date.
That's what we do in Louisiana. We love to spread the music and spread the love, and we're one big happy family. It's like putting a big old pot of jambalaya with sauces and shrimp and all that Cajun Creole rice in there and just mixing it up and Leslie Bonton Roulette, having a good time, letting the good time roll.
The day before the fest, the staff, vendors, and technicians all got to work. Putting this together is no simple task, but Chris and DJ worked together perfectly. It helps when your business partner is also a lifelong friend. They met in junior high after being put in learning disability classes. Despite their different backgrounds, the bond of being underdogs was enough to drive them throughout life and catapult them into success. DJ has made a name for himself as a successful music promoter and producer. Chris comes from a background in cars. He's done some amazing restorations over the years, as well as run some of the region's largest car shows.
I did a show in the Harbor Center. That show went on for about 3 years and ended up landing me the job at the World of Wheels in New Orleans. In between that time, we did a show in the PMAC in LSU, eventually moved over to the Convention Center.
Together, they've become a force, and they always feel like they have something to prove.
It's gonna be big, real big.
And this shows up in everything they do, especially this festival.
You looking at two special ed people, literally, who are creating something that people go to school to learn how to do. We got to handle marketing. We got to handle advertisement. We got to handle PR. We got to handle management. We got to handle booking. We got to handle branding a company and taking it to the next level. This is what you go to school and you learn in college when you're in business management, business marketing, and all these different things. But the only difference about us, we're not so focused on the categories. We're more focused on building a dream. And I think a lot of people who come to the Crab Festival, they see what we're building. And in the next 2 years, this will be the biggest function on the North Shore. No doubt about it. It will be. So y'all will be able to look at this film and y'all will say, hey, sure, they said it was going to be the biggest thing.
Yeah, whenever we tell the mayor, we need to rent Old Town.
Yeah.
What more? Yeah. We need more room.
Yeah.
So what exactly made this year so great? Everything. Let's break it down and take a closer look. One of the key attractions is something that's near and dear to Chris, the cars. Some of the region's coolest wheels ride into the festival every year, and 2017 was no exception. This is Karen. She and her partner Lorenzo have been given the task of organizing the cars. And Karen has a big heart. She was able to raise money and awareness for families with special medical needs. And not only did the cars roll in, but so did the bikes. They were strategically placed near the gates of the park so you couldn't help but see all that chrome shine as you made your way in. Chris even fabricated a car especially for the show. He and his brother Robert replicated a car from a comic book he's promoting.
We are the BMX Trick Stars. We perform BMX demos, shows all over the country. We're basically out of Orlando, Florida. This unit, we have crews that are all over the country that do this. And basically we're here for the St. Tammany Crab Festival. All the stuff you see on TV, these guys right here kind of perform it right here in front of everyone's face. So probably have 3 of the top competitors in the world right here in Slidell, Louisiana. So, yeah.
But if wheels weren't your thing and you wanted to slow it down a little, Captain David Charbonnet of Cat's Meow Charters was there to lend a hand. It's easy to get caught up in the fun of the festival and forget where you are. A peaceful cruise up Bayou Bonfouca feels like a trip back in time. Before we get to the main attractions, it's important to point out that there was truly an emphasis on making this a family festival. DJ and Chris are happy family men, and they made sure to bring in enough for the little ones. And no matter where you turned, kids of all ages, even teens, were enjoying themselves. And so were the many vendors, who brought their crafts and fashions that lined the center of the park. You could dance, eat, and shop at the same time. So let's get to the main attractions, the food and the music. And what's a crab fest without crab? And the crabs weren't crawling, they were flying. You don't have to love crab to love this fest. There were wings, burgers, and so much more. You could eat until you popped. And of course there was plenty to drink, but everyone was responsible. This was a festival you wanted to remember, because on stage there was always something kicking. DJ made sure he was going to bring the talent, and he did.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? If you were true Zydeco dancer, you do it like this.
Is out of sight, Cajun move.
Get on the good foot. Break it down on the scene. Like you a sex machine. Wait a minute. Projection. ladies. Just wave your hands in the air and swing look like it just don't care. Now, you in the house tonight, somebody say, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Tammany Crab Fest. Love y'all. Much love, and y'all brought a lot of love to me. Energy. I hope I pleased y'all this year. 2017, Tucker, King of Swing. I'm here. I'm out. Love y'all.
Well, the people that didn't make it out of here, I tell you what, they missed great music, great food, great people, beautiful hospitality, beautiful southern weather, and just a good old-fashioned good time right here. Ain't nothing like a party, a Louisiana party. We always make it happen on the bayou. We got beautiful weather today. Sometimes it rains. When it rains, people put on their hip boots, they party, but today we partied in the sun, and if you missed it, you missed out. You missed out.
I think they missed a great day out here at the festival. They missed a very, very unique musical experience. And make sure that you don't miss it next year, because it's the bomb.
With the success of 2017 now behind them, Chris and DJ had to prove themselves once again. 2018 had to be just as good, if not better. But they performed their best under pressure, and 2018 displayed all of their hard work.
Boss man, what you doing? Where you going?
What I'm doing? Well, I'm doing bigger things, you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to climb up to higher altitudes. I'm trying to get higher. I'm trying to get higher. Way up in the sky. 'Cause I'm so nice and I'm so fly. I'm trying to get higher. I'm trying to get higher. Way up in the sky. 'Cause I'm so nice and I'm so fly. To the sky, salute the clouds and don't ask me why. You see, I'm trying to climb to a higher level, and people trying to hold me down like the devil, but you could never hold me back.
The process of putting our festival together is very exciting. I guess it's the fear of the unknown, because we spend a whole year planning our festival in the hopes that, you know, that people are going to show up.
And to get them to show up, they brought back all the right ingredients. The food was back, the BMX, the boat rides, the cars. They even added amusement rides in 2018. And of course, the music was back.
Decided we were going to do the Battle of the Bands. So we contacted Leo Nositelli from the Meters and said, hey man, would you not spearhead it, but be a judge for it? And he's like, yeah. So we're like, okay, cool. We got Leo's name on the ticket as a judge. You know, he's very well known. He's a great guitar player. That was the first thing. We ended up getting the bands, Remedy, Green Gasoline, and Acadia. Man, when I walked out there, it was very bleak. We were standing around scratching our heads and just kind of lost, and it turned out to be, I'm not going to say a disaster, but it didn't play out like we wanted it to.
As the new day rolled in, a sense of optimism was in the air.
yeah, they're gonna come out today. Around 3 o'clock, this place is gonna be covered in packed. After church and after the Saints, this is gonna be the new Super Bowl over here.
Sunday was amazing. The crowd showed up.
I told GG, I said, you got to be the luckiest man in the world. He said, why? I said, it's been storming for the last 2 or 3 weeks. I said, the Crab Fest come, sunshine for you.
My flag boy and your flag boy sitting by the fire. My flag boy, your flag boy, go set that flag on fire. Talk about hey now, I go on this. Jack and Morphino under here. Jack and Morphino here. You're the flag boy that got killer with. I go on this.
It's about to crank up in a minute though. This is my favorite part of the show, right here.
That's the way it goes when it really go down. Her next brass band, lazy chicken, black Tina Brown.
It's a goddamn shame that I'm still in this dope game. Can't come in the game for the fortune and fame. Got to stay on top, girls can never catch I hold it. Be up early in there. I know you taste like candy. I know you taste like candy. Girl, I got that sweet tooth for you, baby. Oh, it come in handy. 'Cause I know you taste like candy.
Sing it with me, fellas. Well, here I am stuck in this ride again. Ooh, I don't know what to do. And I haven't got a friend in the world. No, 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 baby, not even you. Well, situation number 2 and bad. But number 9 ain't good.
And just like that, it was all over. But for Chris and DJ,
Oh yeah.
it's just getting started again.
Success. I mean, it was a good show. You know, we got some revamping to do for next year. You know, we need Saturday needs to be like Sunday. So I got to go back to the drawing board. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that.
With 2017 and 2018 in the books, Chris and DJ are closing in on 2019. But they couldn't do any of this without a solid team behind them.
The people that work this festival, it's like a team. Everybody gets along extremely well. You know, there's a big trust factor that goes into everything that we do. There's nobody that's a part of Team Crab Festival that we don't have faith in. The last 2 years it's been great because everybody works together, and that's one of the reasons why we do the team meeting now, you know, and one of the reasons why we want to graduate to doing an appreciation party, because if it wasn't for Team Crab Festival, you wouldn't have the festival that you do have. And I think Team Crab Festival's kind of taken it on to themselves and made it to where it's like it's part of them, because, you know, you hear people talking about like our festival, and that's the way it's supposed to be, because it is our festival. It's not just me and DJ's festival. This is our festival, meaning everybody that works this festival is a part of it.
My name is Preston Acevedo. I'm an artist, and that's what I do.
As a side note, it's important to shed light on a talented local artist. Preston has designed the Crab Fest poster for the past several years, and his work speaks for itself. And before we go, we have to mention the Crab Fest seasoning. This isn't something Chris and DJ just slapped a label on. They worked with a local spice blend company to develop the perfect flavor. It's great on seafood, steaks, veggies, you name it. And it's already available in over 20 stores, so it's easy to find. They even use it to season food at the fest. Just like each festival, this video now comes to an end. We hope this ride down the bayou gave you a reason to come out to Heritage Park, and we hope that whatever your dreams are, you keep learning and adapting and fighting until they become a reality. That's how these two guys do it.